All right, so this is an out of the theater reaction, except as you can see, I'm not right out of the theater. I'm actually at home in my studio, and that's because my phone crapped out and just corrupted the entire video that I had been shooting. So anyway, Fire and Ash, it's non-spoiler, not a review. This is basically just a lot of positive comments, just kind of give you something to think about before I get to my real, full, in-depth review that will come later in the month. Here, James Cameron knocks it out of the park with the visuals. It is stunning to look at, as is expected. I mean, we now not only are visiting again the world of the water, like we did in Way of Water, but now we're meeting new people with ash and fire, or fire and ash, depending on how you'd like to say it. But the characters that we get, the creatures that we see, we're brought into not so much necessarily a lot of new stuff, but we definitely get a few new views into things. This one focuses a lot on family, as is, the rest of the films have done that as well, but this one really dives in even more, and it tackles some emotional themes of what makes family, who do we choose as family, how do we forgive, anything like that. I had a lot of fun with this. I mean, it's 3 hours and like 17, 18 minutes. So it's long. Just know that. But so are the other two movies. So that's okay. I think if anything, there are some weirdness at the beginning that feels kind of clunky a little bit, where we juxtapose between scenes. And that's like, ooh, that was a little abrupt. But as we go along, the pacing is fairly good and quick. There's opportunities, obviously, to improve on certain areas, but for the majority of this, it did not drag. I did not feel bored. I didn't feel the time. I didn't even need to get up and pee. That's how invested in the film I was. The action is off the charts crazy. It's actually very chaotic at times. There are elements that, when I saw it in 3D, it has a very real feel to it. Like it's jumping off the screen, not in that old school, 3D type of thing. We still have that depth, but it's like literally I'm just looking through a window and viewing the world as it is, except there's giant blue people all over the place who are fighting on flying monsters. It's almost also like you have the motion smoothing turned on the TVs, which you should never have on. But here, it's not distracting. It's more just realistic. And so I was just immersed in that. The last action sequence, I don't know, 40 minutes, something like that. I mean, it just goes and goes and goes. And it doesn't really let up. There is so much going on in front of our eyes that it was maybe a little difficult to focus on, but still very, very fun. Lots and lots of energy, lots of just craziness going on, and still that heart, that the tension that you feel for our characters, that suspense, that longing for them to succeed in whatever it is they're doing was just, it was a lot of fun. The voice cast, well, actually, they're not just voice cast. I mean, they're actually motion capturing, so they're doing all of the action themselves. They did spectacular as well. I'm curious to see where the next film is going to take this. I really like the new addition of this new tribe that we meet. They're something special, a little crazy, a little unhinged, very feral. Mean, and just we finally found somebody, I think, that kind of rivals the humans in terms of antagonists, and so that is an exciting addition to the story. Anyway, if you can see it in 3D, buy your tickets to see it in 3D. That's how I saw it, and it was spectacular. The visuals are just crisp and clean and outstanding, as we have come to expect from an Avatar film. All right, more to come later in the month once the embargo's up. But if you enjoyed this, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm Chris. This is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for couching with me.